What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to answer one of the questions that you guys may now have in regards to Thor's Ragnarok uniform, and that is this uniform still worth the crystals? Should you still be buying this uniform as of the 3.6 update? Because with the 3.6 update, this uniform has been nerfed, normalized, or reverted to the level that Netmarble originally intended it to be at when they released it, because they actually now fixed the 3 skill and it is working how they originally intended it to work. What was happening here before was that instead of only getting a 15% increase to shock damage when the skill is used, and then after you use it again it just refreshes, this was actually stacking on top of each other. Every single time you use it, it would stack and stack and stack, and because of that, the longer the fight progressed, the more powerful Thor would become, and it resulted in him being able to score some very high numbers in ABX. The highest I saw was 994 points, which is crazy stuff, guys. On top of that, he was able to clear floor 29 of Shadowland, which is a very difficult floor. I don't know if he's still going to be able to clear floor 29. I really hope he will. However, I can honestly say he's not going to be breaking 900 anymore, because my Thor with a mediocre build that I was using to get 450 can only score about 150 right now after they fix this 3rd skill. So a really big cut to his DPS, and this has a lot of people regretting their purchases and a lot of people wondering whether or not they should still buy this uniform. Now keep in mind, guys, even though Thor's DPS is now about a 10th of what it was prior to the 3.6 because of this uniform, I can honestly say that Thor still has great DPS. His DPS was always the shining star of this guy's kit. The one thing that everyone would always say about Thor is that his survivability is absolute garbage. He had no real way to keep himself alive. However, with this uniform, he has 3 iframes. 2 partial iframes, one on the 1 skill, one on the 2 skill, and a long iframe on the 4 skill. That is great. On top of that, he has damage immunity on the 5 skill. So a lot of survivability is in this uniform. So even though his DPS got cut and scaled back to where it was originally intended to be at, it is still a worthy uniform, and it makes the character, who is damn near unplayable without this uniform, a very powerful character in every single game mode. So that alone makes the uniform worth considering in terms of purchasing. However, the main reason why I would say buy this uniform is because once you upgrade it, you actually get a very good comic card from the cinematic battle over here, guys. When you upgrade this uniform, you get a bonus reward from right here. And this is a premium comic card with 3 fixed stats and very good stats. It is actually one of the best comic cards in the game. And this right here is the main reason why I would still say you should buy this uniform. Even though, if you guys have seen the Infinity Wars trailer, you know that Thor is about 90% assured another uniform. And generally because of that, I would tell you guys, do not buy the uniform, because when it comes to Marvel Future Fight, Netmarble will not, guys, miss an opportunity to sell a uniform for a character that is as popular as Thor. And since Thor is almost assured a new uniform because he does look a lot different, I won't spoil anything for you guys, he does look a good bit different than in the Ragnarok uniform, and Netmarble will always try to sell you a uniform. You can assure that they're going to sell you one, and because of how Marvel Future Fight works, where newer characters and newer uniforms are always more powerful than the ones that came before them, this one is going to be obsolete when the new one gets released in about 6 months. So that right there is another red flag and another reason why a lot of people are saying I should probably not buy this uniform. However, this comic card alone makes it worth it for me, guys. The crystals that you are going to spend on this uniform, I can almost guarantee you, if you try to use those crystals to purchase a comic card chest to find a comic card as good as this one, you will most likely get royally screwed and get nothing in return. Whereas with the purchase of this uniform, you're getting a usable character, a very powerful character across the board, and you're getting a premium comic card that will definitely be one of the best in the game for a good while. Okay, so for those reasons, I definitely still recommend you buy this uniform. Even though if you guys have been following me for any length of time, you know I'm completely against the uniform system, and especially when it comes to upgrading uniforms. I've only ever upgraded once, and that was Hella's, because I wanted to get that CTP for my cable. And this right here is going to be the second uniform that I upgrade. And you know what? I might actually upgrade it in this video simply to show you guys that, hey, I'm not just talking out my butt, guys. I am seriously like behind the fact that this is a useful uniform that you should definitely purchase, because otherwise, guys, you're going to spend that crystal trying to pull a card and you're going to get screwed. Why not just buy the uniform, upgrade it using materials that you can get from playing the game, and assure yourself a really good uniform, and on top of that, an amazing comic card. It doesn't make sense to risk it by playing with RNGesus, because that guy is merciless and unforgiving, okay? Anyways, we're going to upgrade this uniform, and I have tickets that I can use, but we're going to use just the normal materials so you guys can see the full cost of the whole thing and make your decision for yourself. At the end of the day, you have to make the choice. This is just my opinion. To me, it's worth it, but maybe that's just because I like Thor. But even though I like Thor, the fact that he's going to get a more powerful uniform in a few months, I'm not going to use this one anymore. Why would I still upgrade it? Why would I still recommend it? It's just the comic card, guys. The comic card is just that good, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade this thing right now so you guys can see, and we can share that with the Alliance. First one's free. I'm just playing. Anyway, so we're gonna, we gotta use some chips right here. Okay. And I only have all these XP chips because I don't upgrade uniforms very often. This is my second one ever. But it's simply for the comic card. The Elsa uniform is actually really good. I'm actually surprised they put a good uniform in here, because generally you get screwed over. And they put really bad uniforms in uniforms that you need to upgrade. And this guy. All right, so let's go ahead and upgrade that again. Oh, I have the uniform that I need for that one? Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Let's see, uniform options. Oh, I have, oh, that's Vulture. Actually, that's very good. Can I re-roll that? What's in here? Okay, so ignore defense HP. You know, I'm going to leave it as HP for now, simply because I'm pretty sure my ignore defense on my Thor is maxed out. But that's actually some good stats in this one. And we're going to go ahead and max that. Okay. And we're just taking a shortcut here, guys. Generally, you just run missions to get the XP for them. But I have the chips saved up because I don't upgrade very often. And the rogue uniform I'm never gonna buy, simply because one, I don't like how that rogue uniform looks, and two, it doesn't do that much for the character. Elsa, I can maybe buy, but I already have an Elsa uniform and that one is good enough. Rocket Raccoon, that one's a hit or miss uniform. Honestly, it's a hit or miss. It has some use to it, but it's not worth it. And yeah, let's go ahead and okay, you know what, let's do that. All right, so we're almost out of chips, but we made it, guys. We made it. And this Mockingbird uniform, are you guys kidding me? I'm never buying that. That is actually, yeah, I figured they would put a Mockingbird uniform in here, a freaking garbage uniform. So yeah, now we have it in Mythic, guys. So let's go ahead and run that mission one time and actually pick up the comic card. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Ooh, my first Mythic chest, guys. Look at this guy walking in like a boss. Listen, I'm sorry, Hulk. You're going to have to go down, bro. You're going to have to go down. I'm going to have to put you under, bro. I'm sorry. Ooh, this guy was about to finish him off too. Oh, all right, bro. Don't worry. I got you. One of us could die. Thor, it better not be you. I'm not putting no spoilers in here, guys. I don't know what's going to happen in Infinity Wars, but I don't know, man. It's looking real bad for some people. Hulk is... Yeah, okay. Okay, Hulk. I'm sorry, but All right, so let's go ahead and pick up our rewards. That comic card, guys. Ooh, I don't even care about the bios and that rest of that stuff. That's great, but the comic card that's actually a really shitty mythical chest. Whatever. All right, so let's go look at the bonuses, and then you guys can tell me for yourself if you'd rather play with RNGesus to get a comic card, or you would rather just spend it on the uniform, get a useful character, and just upgrade it from farming the materials. Let's go ahead and look at this comic card. I gotta lock it just to make sure I don't freaking do anything silly. Okay, so I have really bad stats for the last one, except the attack speed, energy attack, ignore defense, skill cooldown. Premium stats right there, guys. Premium stats. Okay, so I'm gonna combine this a few times simply because I do have some 6-star cards that I was just chilling on right here, and let's see what we can get. So that's actually really bad. Okay, let's get rid of the Black Widow card. That's real bad again. We're gonna re-roll as many times as I can. That's actually really bad. RNGesus, guys. See why I say not to play with this guy? You see why I say not to play with this guy? Look at how he's treating me right now, guys. Look at how much comic cards I'm sacrificing for this. Okay. Do not play with this guy. This guy is cold and unforgiving. We're gonna leave it at this right here. This is actually very, very good. Very, very good, guys. Crit rate, crit damage, all attack, energy attack, ignore defense, skill cooldown. If this was quality 6, I would be screaming right now. Quality 6 or quality 7. I'm gonna leave it right here. But look how many rolls it took me. Those were weeks. Actually, no. Yeah, but about a month or so of saving these comic cards. I'm really happy it turned out to be a decent one. Not sure which comic card I'm gonna replace from my set just yet, so I'm not gonna touch it. As you guys can see, it's a very old set. It's still the same set that I showed you guys months ago, which is why I've not updated my comic card video collection or playlist. So yeah, that's all I have to really share for this one, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on the uniform personally, but for me, I still think this card makes the uniform worth getting. It is worth it to upgrade the uniform. It is worth it to purchase the uniform simply because you guarantee yourself a premium card, a very good premium card, and you don't have to tempt fate and play with RNGesus too much. You still have to play with him for the stats, but at least you get the card, and the card is the most important thing. Getting the card is the most important thing. It will take time to re-roll it, but it will take a lot of stress out of your head, a lot of stress, a lot of pain out your heart by having it here. But that's it for this one, guys. Like always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace and love. And I'm gone.